Now, changing the conversation, real estate in Nigeria is a serious business. It is believed that one of the longest-standing industries is the real estate industry because Nigerians are always in need of residential apartments, office buildings, commercial outlets. And understanding the use of these construction apps becomes imperative.
Indeed. Now, the industry, which has become a gold mine over the years, has advanced in all areas of development. At the moment, construction apps are beginning to come into existence, thereby making it less stressful in obtaining information, navigating, buying, and even building a house.
So we have John Oamen joining us, one of Nigeria's leading real estate experts with over decades of cognitive experience in the field. He's leading the young team to create unique and specialized process improvement for apps in the construction and real estate sector in Nigeria. Great to have you, John. John, let's talk about these construction apps. I mean, what are these construction apps? Is it the AutoCAD of old and the likes? I mean, tell me about them, these construction apps.
So basically, let's start from technology.
Yeah.
Technology basically is an enabler. What it's supposed to do is supposed to help processes that already exist become better. A lot of us have started thinking about how to improve on our industry, the construction industry, and how to take technology and make some of our already existing processes better, if you know what I mean. So construction apps are basically those that you use to improve the processes in construction.
AutoCADs and the likes?
So AutoCADs are more like design, and they fit into, so they're like a subset of construction, not necessarily construction apps. But yes, I mean, if you were going to count apps. Pardon?
What are these apps, these construction apps?
So there are a couple, one of which I'm a founder of, right? LiveVend, which basically tells people about pricing. There are about 4 key elements of construction: cost, quality, time, scope. In Nigeria currently, I think one of the most important ones to most of us is cost. People are very big on how much they have to put out when it comes to their construction. So LiveVend basically gives people information as to construction prices real time. So if you were anywhere in the world and you needed to buy a product in the construction industry for your project, we basically curate these prices. Not only that, it's quite intelligent in the sense that we curate these prices over time as well. So over time, we want you to be able to make informed decisions as to when prices are high, when they are low, good times to buy, what products to buy, and stuff like that.
Fascinating. First question, why have a price discovery platform for construction materials? I mean, what informed that decision? Secondly, I mean, I'm going through the app, LiveVend now,
oh, wow, cool.
And I'm seeing, you know, just the popular names, and I'm wondering, was that deliberate? And, you know, is that not excluding, and in a broader sense, those who might not be tech compliant, because we assume those who are literate can read and write, but can they access your platform, which is very smart and real time? Are you not excluding them?
So let me answer your second question first.
Okay.
The first things you see on the site are basically the items that have been searched recently.
Okay.
So what happens is it's a smart app.
By popularity.
So by popular. So whatever you see there will be something that somebody has just recently searched. So it comes to the top.
Okay.
What that does is that it makes it, you know, faster for people to get what is popularly searched for. So we don't want people bogged down on the site looking for something if it's something that a lot of people are searching for, you know, constantly. The other thing is that we have a search bar as well. So even if what you're looking for is not at the top, all you have to do is type it in. Say, for example, you were looking for cement. If you type that in, it will pull out.
I still see the popular names, though. I'm wondering, that was deliberate.
I mean, I guess because you call them popular, that already says that a lot of people know them as well, and so they get searched more. So typically, they would be at the top. The idea is just for people to be able to reach what they need faster. So, I mean, if you were looking for a popular person and you had to scroll a lot, then it would be counterproductive, if you know what I mean.
So the second question about excluding people. I mean, how many builders really can go to your site to say, okay, how much is the price of cement at this moment? I want to go to the market. How many people are able to access this as builders that we have?
Takes me back to our planning. One of the things we thought about when we're planning to release the app is if to make it a native app. A native app is basically one you have to download on your phone, or to make it a web app. And the reason we made it a web app is because there are a lot of constraints around space on phone and things like that, different compatibilities.
By data. Nigerians don't use that.
Data is expensive.
Yeah,
So,
Nigerians don't use that.
And then, you have to either be compatible to an iPhone or to an Android or to a lot of all the other operating systems that exist. So we stuck to a URL because that is one thing they all have in common. So it means that anybody from the comfort of any device, be it a computer, laptop, phone, tablet, whatever it is, can log onto the site real time.
I mean, it was only a matter of time before, technology and real estate collided. And, the mission, I saw your mission invoking slogan, which is unlocking the next million homes. So my next question to you is, how does this support the entire value chain in property of real estate in Nigeria right now?
So basically, I try not to be too fancy. Let's be a little granular.
Okay.
People would delve into things that they understand. And typically, when people don't understand a thing, it gets complex, and most times they may just back out. We realize that a lot of people with their current income would be able to build homes. But they don't know that, because when they think of construction, they think of that thing, that project that is scary. You need to get this guy, you need to get that guy. You see, if you go online and you see some of the typical...
Is it not the real estate developers that made it like that?
Did they make it like that?
Oh.
I will say so.
They are the stakeholders.
They are the stakeholders. They are the ones that made it like that now. That when they construct a house for 20 million, they sell it 80 million naira.
That's profit.
With that margin.
It's a business.
Because the market is not regulated. Let's not go there.
I don't know the profit margins and stuff. And really, to be honest.
And that's why people think it's that expensive.
No, so I'm coming. You're bringing me to my point. One of the things I was going to say is that is part of why we have brought up this solution.
Okay.
Because this solution basically says to people, this is what it costs at the granular level to build your house. Yeah. There are a few other solutions we're about to unwrap that would also help with this. But the point is, we're getting people to be a little more knowledgeable about the industry. So if you had a little leak at your house, right, and you call the plumber, typically he will write a quote for you. Most times, 9 out of the 10 things that are there, you don't know what they are. So you negotiate blindly. So sometimes he says 6,000 for something that is 2,000. You negotiate to 4,000 and you're happy. But the truth is, he already anticipated that. And today we're saying, you can go online, type in what you see, check the prices, and know what they are.
Can I bring back the question? Adesola spoke about popularity on the platform. So if, we have certain brands who have made a name for themselves in the real estate industry, so people are already gravitated to search for them. But if I was a vendor and I wanted to put my product out there, but people didn't necessarily know me, don't you think that's an unfair advantage to those kind of vendors on your app?
So one of our day-to-day activities is actually going into the market and meeting these guys you're talking about. Okay. If you go on the site, you will see a lot of unknown names as well. Maybe they may not be the recently searched ones, but they are there, right? If you went in a bit deeper, you'll find them. So that's part of our day-to-day activity. We're engaging these guys and we're saying, you know what? Come and list on our site for free. We're not even trying to take money from you. We want to give you visibility. We want Adesola in Ikoyi, who wants to do some work and doesn't want to go all the way to Alaba.
To build a house.
To be able to see you. Yeah. So it's an ongoing process. I think when we started, we had about 40 vendors. The numbers have grown astronomically.
Very quickly, because we're almost out of time. Nigeria has currently a housing deficit gap of between 17 million to 20 million, if I'm correct. The federal government in recent years embarked on housing schemes in 30 states in the Federation, but there's little or nothing to show for that. How do we close this gap? You're in that sector. You said initially, and I was in awe, that it's not as expensive as we think to build a house. I think differently. It is capital intensive. How do we close this gap very quickly?
So basically, the first thing is get people to be more comfortable to build homes, which is what we're trying to do. A few of the other products that we're going to be releasing in succession are going to further enhance that and further enforce that. This thing is something you can come into, you can control it, you can understand it from anywhere in the world. And that's where that would be a big lie. But the truth is, line upon line, precept upon precept, we take steps towards closing this gap. And LiveVend is basically here to say, first of all, let's give people information. We don't think it will happen overnight, but we know that over a few months and years, when people begin to see that, okay, this thing is a bit easier, they feel more comfortable in, getting into it, both locally and in diaspora.
Well, it's a good place to live it. Definitely be visiting LiveVend because it would be good to own a home.
And it's also to build that house in 2020.
Yes, thank you for coming on the show. We have to go. Thank you so much, and we wish you the best of luck. Well, that brings us to the end of the show today. I am Adesoa Omaroy.
I'm Rafai City. I wouldn't mind a home too in Ikwe.
And I'm Shaitan Atigari. 2 houses or nothing. Thank you for watching. You can also follow us on all our social media handles showing now on the screen with live streaming on arise.tv.